Right.
Isn't that how it was from the moment when Hove came in?
Well,
now it's
no. That's what it was from the beginning of time. You had to like the music, but then
phone.
your music's on your phone now. You don't have to put a CD in. You
don't
have
think,
to put a cassette
You don't
in.
think Hard Knock Life Volume 2, when it came out, when Jay's talking about
Let's not get that far.
far ahead. All right, we're moving too fast.
But what I'm saying is, time is everything. If you don't have time, you don't care. So you're not gonna care what the guy is saying. You're not gonna care if it's real. Now he has to show you to make you care. He has to do things that Marvin never did, Hov never did, Big never did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He has to make you believe everything. Like, what's crazy is when Biggie was rapping, everything that he said, he went and did the shit after. Like when he was at Sippin' Zimas, on my way to see Katrina, being a freak like me, like Adina, Money L, zipping with Money L in a green Beamer. Next day, go get a green Beamer. Because I said it. Now I gotta.
Yeah.
Black man to the premium lands, got the Lexus land. Go get a Lexus land. Go get that shit. Just get it. Because now I said it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part is, no one gave a fuck. They were like, your shit amazing.
Right. It just lyrically, it was captivating at that time.
But the thing is, what you did have at that time was time. Because you got to listen to it. But here's why you got to listen to it. Because it wasn't digital. It was an album, it was a cassette, it was a CD. If you move an album around, if you move a needle in an album around, you're gonna scratch the album. If you pull a cassette, if you fast forward and rewind a cassette enough, you're gonna pop the tape. If you keep fast forwarding and back forwarding on a CD, it's gonna get scratched. So now you physically have to listen. So caring is what you cared about. You cared about the music. You didn't necessarily care about the artist. You cared about the music, and then you cared about the artist.
I mean, but Math.
Because you had time. But once you get once you get iTunes happened, right?
Yeah.
You know what people did? Song come on, click. If they don't like it, click.
In and out.
But you know what? They never even got to the verse.
Yeah. Then they didn't. It
Right.
didn't have the opportunity.
They didn't have the opportunity to love the music, to be able to say, I love the artist.
But where were you when Hypnotized dropped? Because
No. We're getting too
too
far ahead.
All right. Because
What made Clark Kent love the music? Take me back to Union Street. Union Street. When I was on the other side of the block on President, you was on Union. Take me back to that time.
What made me love the music, my mother was an opera singer. And I heard her sing all the time.
Wow.
And she's like one of the best voices I've ever heard. Not because she's my mom, but because literally I didn't hear people sing better than my mom. Like Leontine Price was a big opera singer. My mother sang better than her. You know what I'm saying?
She
sang
better than Leontine Price?
Yeah, and Leontine Price knew that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, things happen for certain people certain ways. But she sang in Carnegie Hall. She sang in Lincoln Center. She sang in all of the big places that opera singers sang. So my mother sang everywhere.
Amazing.
But she never played opera music in the house. She played black soul and rock and roll and all kinds. My mother played everything in the crib. So I was this kid who got to hear and listen to everything. And I was just like, no, all of this shit means something. All of this shit means something. And then when I went to live with my grandmother, she had a favorite record. It was Happy Landings. And that she would come home and she would put it on a stereo. Like, I'm literally 5. Like thinking she just loves this record. So one day I fucked around with the stereo to try to put the record on when she came home. When she came home, I got the record on. She was loving it. I was like, yeah, that's it.
Wow.
That's it. I wanna play the records that people love. So I didn't know that I'm thinking DJ shit. I'm just thinking my grandmother loved this record. She's my favorite person in the whole world.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm playing records for my grandmother. She loves it. You know what I'm saying? And then it became playing records for my mom, and she would like it. But when I turned 9, I would hear records being mixed together. And I was just like, well, what is that? And my uncle, he had a DJ set in his house, and he was like, well, this is what mixes the records. And I was like, can you show me? And he was like, I don't know how to do it. But I was like, well, why do you have this set? And he was like, because I go to clubs all the time, and they had 2 turntables and a mixer, and I just wanted to shit in my house.
Right.
He had a stupid sound system in his crib, and I would be at his house like, yo, you can't teach me how to do this. He was like, no. So he was like, but you could try. And he literally let me learn how to DJ on his, and I probably fucked up 4 or 5 times. I probably fucked up his needles 4 or 5 times, just trying to understand putting 2 records together in a certain way. But by the time I was 11, I knew how to do it, and I knew how to do it properly. And like the heroes in my hood, it was Grandmaster Flowers.
Flowers?
So I was looking at Grandmaster Flowers like, yeah, I'm gonna be like that. Grandmaster Flowers played at Yankee Stadium with James Brown. Yeah, like so when I'm like, I was either 11 or 12, Grandmaster Flowers is playing at Lincoln Terrace Park. Wow. And I go to the park and I'm standing at the DJ booth like,
Shout out to the terrace.
Like, yeah, what's up, Nick?
Watch.
Yeah, I'm watching the whole shit go down, knowing I can do that. Not even knowing if I'm that ill, but I'm just like, I can do that. And the cat from our block was like, you know, that's the young boy from our block who DJs. Flowers goes, you want to play a record? And I was like, hell yeah. But he expected me to go, nah, in fear.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, oh, hell yeah, I want to play a record. So he goes, come and pick something. I'm in his crates. I pull up like 15 records. He's like, you know the records? I was like, yeah. He let me play a record.
How old was you again?
Huh? You were 11 or 12. I think I was 11, about to be 12 because it was summertime.
I was making sure you still 11.
Yeah, it was summertime. It was summertime, and my birthday's in September, so I was about to be 12.
Not even
to
a
make
teenager
sure.
yet.
Huh?
Not even a teenager yet.
Nah.
But at 11 back in those days was teenager.
Teenager.
I mean,
right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up way faster than y'all grew up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my answer was hell yeah, and he let me. And then after the first mix I did, he was like, hey, mix another one. At the end of it, I played for a half an hour for a park full of people. And he let me, I got off and I just walked out the park. And I walked all the way home and I went to which was only 2 blocks away because I lived on Union between Troy and Schenectady. Lincoln Terrace is on Rochester.
3.
That's 2 blocks, 2.5 blocks.
Yeah, you going to Utica.
I'm Schenectady, Utica, Rochester.
Stuff. Here we go with the precise Brooklyn.
No, we from the hood.
Here we go with the precise Brooklyn. Oh, it's 2.5, it's 3.
Right.
I lived 2.5 because I lived in the middle of Union between Troy and Schenectady.
The precise Brooklyn, y'all gotta understand that.
Anyway, but I went in the house and went right to my grandmother's room. And I was like, I'm gonna be a DJ for the rest of my life. And she goes, but you gotta finish school. And I was like, that's it? You're not gonna be like, hell no, that sounds crazy? She was just like, I just need you to finish school. I was like, bet. Yeah. That's it. Like, my mother had different thoughts. She was just like, you're crazy, you're this, that, whatever. Like, no, you need a job. Like, imagine being 11 told you need a job. But she's not saying you needed it now. Like you need to be working at, you know what I'm saying? And literally, I've really never really had a job because my love for playing records comes from the love of music. And, you know, I truly believe this. God gives everybody a talent, right? Now, when you find that talent, if you figure out how to use it, it's your gift. Now, the reason why it's called a gift is because it's special. That gift should be able to take care of you for the rest of your life. And everybody has one. It's just that most people don't get to tap into it. I got to tap into my talent. So respectfully, I play records. When people you talk to somebody and you go, yo, what do? I play football, I play basketball, I play soccer, I play records, I play bass, I play piano, I play, like literally my job is to play. Like I knock on wood every day. I get to play for a living. Play? That shit sounds crazy when you think about it because if you know that, yeah, you're a doctor, you're not playing doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a gift.
There was a saying that I heard really early in life, and I always loved it. And it was, if you could find a job that you love, you never
ain't
have
working.
to work
You're not
a day
working
in your life.
Right.